Hello, friends. Welcome back. This year has been a really awful year. We've lost a lot of luminaries in the film industry to age, illness, and sadly, suicide. Rishi Kapoor, Yogesh Gaur, Irfan Khan, Sushant Singh Rajput, Wajid Khan, so many people. I have chosen four such luminaries today for a Shraddhanjali. I will be talking about Yogesh Gaur, Basu Chatterjee, Irfan Khan, and Rishi Kapoor. Yogesh Gaur came to Bollywood after his father passed away from Lucknow. His cousin, Vrajendra Gaur, was already very well established in the film industry as a lyricist, but he was not of much help to Yogesh ji. In fact, Yogesh ji even dropped his surname in case his cousin accused him of exploiting the relationship. He was alone, he lived alone in a chawl. A very close friend of his helped him through these tough times. He debuted very, very humbly with this sort of a B-grade movie called Sakhi Robin in 1963. Robin Bhattacharya was a music director for that movie. He was a small-time music director. Then Yogesh ji went on to write for Usha Khanna and some songs for Lakshmikant Pyarelal in a movie, unfortunately, that never got released. He was so impoverished, he didn't have a gramophone that he could listen to, and he loved to listen to music. He was very much into poetry, music, and literature, and all of this, writing in general, because he was very deeply influenced by his mother, who was a very good writer herself. He had a very good friend, Sabita ji, whose house he used to go to listen to the gramophone. This connection proved to be very good because Sabita ji went on to marry Salil Chaudhary, and she recommended her friend Yogesh ji to Salilda when Salilda was making a comeback in the industry with Anand in 1971. This was a very, very fortunate collaboration because, as you all know, Anand, the movie itself was a big hit. The music was absolutely fantastic. And Yogesh ji now had basically placed his foot firmly in the film industry. He went on to become a collaborator, shall we say, with Rishikesh Mukherjee, Salilda, and he collaborated with these two for several movies. But overall, he was Basu Chatterjee's favorite lyricist. He has collaborated with Basu Chatterjee for many, many movies. Baaton Baaton Mein, Rajnigandha, Choti Si Baat, so many. He was a very humble, self-effacing man, very sensitive. He could never quite reconcile himself to the almost soulless, kind of cutthroat business mindset of the film industry. His last collaboration was with Sanjay Chaudhary, who is Salilda's son, in a movie called Sunona in 2005. May 29th of this year sadly saw his passing away. I have selected a song of his that is my personal favorite. It's from the film Rajnigandha, sung by Mukesh ji. कई बार यूं ही देखा है ये जो मन की सीमा रेखा है मन तोड़ने लगता है. This is music again by Salilda and such a good movie and such a good song.
कई बार यूं ही देखा है ये जो मन की सीमा रेखा है मन तोड़ने लगता है अनजानी प्यास के पीछे अनजानी आस के पीछे मन दौड़ने लगता है राहों में जीवन की राहों में जो खिले हैं फूल फूल मुस्कुराते, कौन सा फूल चुरा के रखूं मन में सजा के। कई बार यूं भी देखा है, ये जो मन की सीमा रेखा है, मन तोड़ने लगता है।
Basu Chatterjee, a very sensitive director who made a number of feel-good movies about the middle-class boy next door, girl next door type movies. I think his two serious movies were Ek Ruka Hua Faisla, which was made for TV, and Kamla Ki Maut. I loved his movies. He somehow was able to make the most simple, commonplace kind of stories about just ordinary people seem so meaningful. He moved to Bombay from Ajmer and worked as an illustrator and cartoonist, actually, for a magazine called Blitz. He worked there for 18 years before he came into movies. He was assistant to Basu Bhattacharya for Teesri Kasam, and he got his first directorial break with Sara Akash in 1969, I think. He won a Filmfare Award for Best Screenplay for this movie. It was a beautiful movie. If you haven't seen it, it is worth watching. It's about an arranged marriage and a whole bunch of misunderstandings that happen within the couple where they don't have any understanding and so on. Problems within marriage. Anyway, he went on to make a whole bunch of other wonderful movies. Piya Ka Ghar, Choti Si Baat, Rajnigandha, Baaton Baaton Mein, Rang Birangi. Such fun movies. Ek Ruka Hua Faisla also I would recommend very, very highly if you haven't seen it. Beautiful, a tense courtroom drama. The song that I would like to share with you is from Choti Si Baat. It's picturized on Amol Palekar and Vidya Sinha. Very upbeat song. Lyrics, of course, by the favorite Yogesh ji, Salil Das music. Sung by Mukesh ji. Ye din kya aaye, lage phool khilne.
ये दिन क्या आए, लगे फूल हंसने, देखो बसंती बसंती होने लगे मेरे सपने। ये दिन क्या आए, लगे फूल हंसने, देखो बसंती बसंती होने लगे मेरे सपने। ये दिन क्या आए, लगे फूल हंसने। सोने जैसी हो रही है हर सुबह मेरी, लगे हर सांझ अब गुलाल से भरी। सोने जैसी हो रही है हर सुबह मेरी, लगे हर सांझ अब गुलाल से भरी। चलने लगी महकी हुई पवन मगन झूम के, आंचल तेरा झूम के। ये दिन क्या आए, लगे फूल हंसने, देखो बसंती बसंती होने लगे मेरे सपने। ये दिन क्या आए, लगे फूल हंसने।
Irfan Khan, born Sahibzade Irfan Ali Khan in Rajasthan, he was always interested in theatre and acting. He acted in several theatre productions in Jaipur before completing his MA. Then he went to NSD in Delhi to study acting seriously. His first movie break actually came in '88 in Salaam, Bombay. Sadly, his scenes didn't make the final cut. He kept plugging on. He acted in TV serials. He acted in some critically acclaimed movies like Kamla Ki Maut. He acted in a movie called Kehkasha, which was based on the socialist poet Makhdoom Mohyuddin. He played the lead role in that. Still, not much happened. Until 2001, he was cast in this role and this movie called The Warrior by Asif Kapadia. This went on to become internationally acclaimed and led him to act next in Maqbool as the lead role. This was an adaptation of Macbeth by Vishal Bharadwaj. Beautiful movie and superb acting by Irfan Khan. And this movie, basically, it was a commercial success, critical success. It opened the floodgates. He became an international star with The Namesake. He was very good in that. And that opened different gates for him. He continued to act in international movies like The Life of Pi, Amazing Spider-Man, Jurassic World, The Mighty Heart. He was so good in that movie. On the home front, he continued to act in excellent movies like The Lunchbox, Piku, and Talwar. Every role that he acted in, he managed to get under the skin of that particular character and incorporated subtleties within that character that really made that particular character in the movie stand out and just enhance the whole movie, and I think was a critical part of the movie's success. Unfortunately, his life was cut short. He was diagnosed with a neuroendocrine tumor in 2018, and on April 29th of this year, he passed away due to complications from this disease. Today, I'm going to share a song that's been picturized on him and Tabu in the movie Maqbool. It shows the growing love affair between Maqbool and his boss's mistress, acted by Tabu. Rone Do. It's a beautiful song. The music is by Vishal Bharadwaj himself. Lyrics are by Gulzar Saab and sung with such feeling by Rekha Bharadwaj.
रोने दो जिया करे रोने दो जिया करे रोने दो ना जी भर के रोने दो जिया करे रोने दो ना जी भर के खाली नहीं होते कभी नैना मेरे रोने दो जिया करे रोने दो ऐसे भराए आँखें पिया सदियाँ रुलाए आँखें हो ऐसे भराए आँखें पिया सदियाँ रुलाए आँखें टप टप गिरती है बरसाते तो पत्ते रोते हैं देख बहार में जीने वालों के भी हम होते हैं दर्द नया दे कोई प्यारे फिर से सुजा ले आँखें रोना है तो रोने दो, रोने दो ना।
Rishi Kapoor, the hero of my teenage years, took the nation by storm with his debut lead movie in Bobby, 1973. He was so charming, blessed with the Kapoor genes, with good looks, charm, acting ability, dancing ability. He had it all. He was so good. He acted with a lot of the major heroines of his era. He was very successful as a hero. Many, many hearts were broken when he married Neetu Singh, adorable though she was and continues to be. He was successful through the 80s and actually into the 90s. And he transitioned very successfully into character roles. His maturing actually brought out that really fine actor within him. I really liked him in his character roles, honestly, especially those of a negative shade. In Agnipath, which was a remake of the old Agnipath released in 2012, he plays the villain to end all villains. Oh, he is so good, so convincing, so scary. And D-Day, that was great. Aurangzeb, I loved him in that as well. So good. Delhi 6, that was a great role. He continued to act in a lot of movies almost up to the end. Sadly, in 2018, he was diagnosed with leukemia. He went to New York for treatment, appeared to be successful, everything was looking good. But unfortunately, a day after his co-star from D-Day, Irfan Khan, passed away, he too left us due to complications from leukemia. The song that I would like to share is from Dusra Aadmi. It's a very beautiful song, very haunting song. The movie is about marital discord and the temptation of an extramarital affair. Very well essayed, strong roles by Rakhi, Rishi Kapoor, and Neetu Singh. The music was composed by Rajesh Roshan for this movie, and it's been sung very beautifully by Kishore Kumar, Rafi Saab, and Lata ji. क्या मौसम है
क्या मौसम है ऐ दीवाने दिल अरे चल कहीं दूर निकल जाए चल कहीं दूर निकल जाए कोई हमदम है चाहत के काबिल तो किस लिए हम संभल जाए चल कहीं दूर निकल जाए मुझको भी आज ये क्या कम है दो पल को राही
When great artists leave us, they not only leave behind a great body of work, they also leave behind a huge void for us fans. I will be back with complete episodes on all these wonderful artists, but for today, that's it. See you in 2 weeks with something new. Until then, remember, music is food for the soul. Keep listening.